Welcome back, budgeters! Today's video is inspired by upcoming Amazon Prime Day. Truthfully, I'm not all that into Prime Day. I do look to see what kind of deals are going on, but I never find anything that really stands out. But for those of you that are into Prime Day, here is going to be my list of all of my Amazon favorites. I get packages to my door most days of the week, and so I'm going to share with you some of my favorites that either save me money or save me time and just help simplify my life. So if you're in the market for items to look for on Prime Day, these are some of the things that you can consider. Everything I mentioned in this video is going to have a link down below. Now you do need to know that this link is an Amazon Associates link, which means that if you use my link, I will earn a very tiny little bitty percentage or a commission on what you buy. This is at no cost to you. This comes just directly from Amazon. And if you use my links, it helps keep my channel afloat, throws me a few dimes for me to explore new Amazon products and to let you guys know about new products or just to kind of keep me afloat here on my channel. So if you can, please go ahead and use my links. I'm going to break this video down into 4 sections. We're going to go over home items, personal items, fashion items, and pet items. But let's start with the pet items because I think I have some really unique items in that category. Now I do have to say these items were recommended to me by my brother and his fiance. They have, I think, 4 cats. I have 2 cats. So we love our babies. We love our little cats. But the problem is we also like having a clean home, and I'm not saying that's the case, like we always have clean homes, but we like to have clean homes. So one of the first items that helps us maintain somewhat of a clean home is the cat mat for the couch. It's a roll-out spike mat. It's intended to keep your cats and maybe even dogs off of your couch or any other problem surface area. The spikes are sharp enough where cats don't want to have their paws hit it again, but not sharp enough to hurt them. When you want to sit down on your couch, you just roll up a portion of the mat or roll up the whole thing if the family is home and using the living room. Each of my cats went on this mat one time, and I haven't seen them ever try to get on the couch again when the mat is down. The next item is the cat scat spray, air compressed spray. It's just a simple design actually. It's a compressed can of air with a motion sensor on the top. And I put this on surfaces like my dining room table. You can put it maybe on kitchen counters, wherever is a problem area, most likely like where you want to eat and put things down and you don't want them to get furry. What I would recommend though is if you're going to put it on your dining room table, to make sure you also have a tablecloth there, because it's intended to frighten your cat. So if your cat has claws, they might kick off and scratch your table. So if you have a tablecloth there, that should help prevent the cats scratching the table. But also once they do it a few times, they'll learn. Once that can is on the table, they're not going to want to get up there. You can also order refill kits for the compressed air and just keep the motion sensor, so you don't have to repurchase the motion sensor. It is kind of pricey, but I do think that it's a worthwhile product, and I will be purchasing refill products for my cat scat can. Moving on to home items. This I brag about all the time on my Instagram page. Shameless promotion, follow me on my Instagram page. It's my Tesvor robot vacuum. This is not a frivolous purchase. This is something that just saves me so much peace of mind, where I don't have to vacuum. I mean, I have a good vacuum, I have a Dyson, but to clunk it around, especially when you have 2 floors, it just wasn't happening as frequently as I wanted it to. So now that I have my robot vacuum, I can just say, Alexa, turn robot on.
Smart cleaning mode.
It can also be controlled with an app or a remote. It can be set on a timer too. Since I have cats that produce hairballs from time to time, I only run the vacuum when I can monitor it. Next is the Hoover Wet Vac. Admittedly, I've only used this product one time, but boy, did I see the difference. Did it work? And I think it's a better model than some of the other ones I was researching. I have a white rug in my bedroom, and I was actually considering replacing the rug because it started to look a little dingy. Even though we don't wear shoes in the bedroom, it still looked dingy. So instead of replacing the carpet, we were already going to buy a wet vac for my boyfriend's rental property because there are a few carpets there as well. So we figured it would be just a good investment overall. And I'm so glad that we bought it. It will save us money because we will not have to replace the area rugs in our home because now it's white again. And so I'm really happy with the results. I'll show you. This vacuum is easy to assemble. All of the parts that you need to remove or fill are very easy to latch on and latch off. When you go forward, it puts the solution out. When you drag it back, it sucks it up and dries it. It has a heat dry setting where you can press the button, and then when you go forward, it dries. When you go back, it dries. But the default is just forward wet, back dry. It didn't dry it completely when it went on the dry setting, but I didn't expect it to, but it dried within 24 hours. So next is a Fire Stick. This is the remote for the Fire Stick. We have a Fire Stick on all of our TVs in the house. The best frugal move we ever could have done was get rid of cable. We like our streaming service through our Amazon Fire Stick a lot more than we like our cable, just because we have Hulu Live and we don't need to DVR anything because it automatically saves. It's so easy to find. It's just way more user-friendly than cable. You just like it so much more. And the Fire Stick allows us to do this. The Fire Stick also enables you to use different apps like YouTube, like Amazon Prime, like Video, Roku, I believe, all of the like apps that you would use on a smart TV. That's essentially what the Fire Stick does. It makes your TV a smart TV, and it makes it really easy to access any other accounts you have. Oh, Netflix also. And I expect on Prime Day that there will be a deal on this Fire Stick because it's Amazon Prime Day, and this is an exclusive Amazon product. So I highly recommend it. I believe we have what's called the 4K, HD 4K version. I think it's originally $50 for this remote. I didn't get it for $50. I bought it when it was on sale, and I highly recommend that you do the same if you've been interested in saving some money and getting rid of your cable. This is the way to go. Next up are smart plugs. Trust me, it's useful, and you could probably use one too, especially if there's a deal on Prime Day. It just simplifies your life. It actually, in my case, saves me money. So I use mine right now on an outlet where I plug in an air conditioner. As you can see, I use window air conditioning units. My house doesn't have central air. And I don't have all ACs that tell me the temperature, like that can detect what temperature it is and turn off automatically, so they're not all energy efficient. I use that outlet, I set it on a timer, and I just do it in intervals, or I can turn it on from my phone. It's all through an app, and it can just turn on and off based on when the plug turns on and off. And I think that that's helping me be a little bit more energy efficient, and it's helping my energy bill from not being as high. The smart plug is also Alexa compatible, and we've used it on the Christmas tree, which was really nice and helpful because you don't want to get down and like mess with turning on the Christmas tree. You don't want to disrupt the branches and all that. So those are two instances where I use it for different seasons. I've also used it before when I'm away. I can plug a lamp into the outlet and turn the lamp on and off when I'm not home. Speaking of turning lights on when I'm not home, I've also upgraded and I have a few smart bulbs. I have smart bulbs now on my front porch and my back porch, and this is great just even when I'm home. I can just have the timer set according to like the sunset and the sunrise, and I can have the lights go on and off at those times that I need it to be on and off. Another thing is they turn on when I'm not home. So it's just nice to have that to give the appearance of someone being home, whether you are or are not. A few additional features that are just kind of fun is the smart bulbs can change colors and they can do different patterns. So for Halloween, if you wanted it to be orange and green, you can have it click back and forth between orange and green. Another thing is you can play with the brightness. So if you kind of want it dim, you can have like mood setting in your house or outside. I obviously have it on full blast. But you can also play with the colors. So sometimes the yellow lighting might be what you'd like for a more warmer atmosphere. But other times for recording or pictures or things like that, you might want the bright white light. So yeah, the smart bulbs are a good thing to have on hand. Now you don't need to replace all of your light bulbs with them, but there are a few spots in your home where they could really work and help simplify your life. Another favorite is the Ring doorbell. I don't know why we went so long without getting the Ring doorbell. I guess it's because I already had cameras, but these Ring doorbells, we have one on the front and the back of the house. We got it on a Black Friday special, so I highly recommend if you can grab one on Prime Day, grab one. We have the battery operated one. Every time that there's motion within the range of the camera, it turns on and starts recording. It will record, I think, for 30-second segments until there's motion again. You can play with the settings. So if your house is close to a street, you can set it so that the range is a little bit shorter. You can really play with it so it fits your needs. I will admit there are some times where it's glitchy, or when I'm at work and it says there's a notification and I go and I open it and it doesn't open right away. This does happen, so I don't want to make it sound like it's perfect, but it is the best type of camera system that I have used, so it really works well. I don't think I mentioned when there's an emotion, it will notify you via the app on your phone. So you'll get a notification on your phone that says there's motion at your front door, motion at your back door. They have all different kinds of products, motion activated lights, they have all different things. And again, it's not perfect, but the installation was very easy and we use it so much. We feel so at ease when we're home and when we're not home. And one more thing, because we have the battery, what we do is we just have an extra battery and we have that charge ready to go, so that when one of our batteries on the front or the back door is low, we can just switch it out without any gap in duration, like without any, we'll always have a camera going is what I'm trying to say. Next one's really simple, but it's just a cooking pot. As you may or may not know, cooking pots can be very expensive. So I needed one, I forget for what, and I just looked on Amazon. It was a great price. I want to say it was like $20 or less. And again, that's cheaper than a lot of other places I was looking. And it does the job. It boils water, it sautés the vegetables. I like the width to height ratio of this pot. I like the glass top on it so you can see in and see how things are doing in the pot. I have no complaints about this pot. I mean, I'm not a professional chef, but I think it's good for regular everyday cooking. Next up are shelves. So in our basement, we store Rubbermaid totes, seasonal items, things in cardboard boxes, drinks, etc. You know, any kind of a thing that you would store in a basement. We use these storage racks to contain all the clutter and kind of try to keep it organized, although it is due for a refresh down there. But we really like these storage racks, and we've also used them in my boyfriend's investment house in the basement. It's nice because it gives it a storage area, it gives it some organization, and it also raises things up off the ground, even if a tiny bit, so that if there was any like water burst or anything like that, if you could catch it early on, it's not going to affect your items that are on the storage rack, because it does offer a little bit of space between the rack and the floor. Next is this. It's a long charger. It's a braided charger and for my phone. And as you can see, it's like pretty long. It's pretty long. I don't know how long it is. Maybe I could put it in the description box. But this is plugged in all the way over on the other side of the bed, and that is the most convenient plug for us to have a charger in. So he has his charger and I have mine over here. And one, I like it because of the length, so that I have flexibility to use my phone however I'd like. But I also like that it's braided, so it's kind of an investment purchase where it hasn't broke like all the other the regular like plastic chargers that you buy. So yeah, I think I've had this for over a year. I use it to plug in my phone every night and no complaints. Last up in the home category, this might be a weird one, but it's a milk frother. This, I've lived so long without a milk frother, never thought I needed it until I had a Starbucks Cloud Macchiato, and I wanted one like every day. That might be overkill because they're pretty sweet, but I was craving them pretty hardcore. So I decided I need to make my own. I'm on a budget. How can I do this? So got myself this milk frother. I just froth up creamer at home and make my own little version of the drink. I've also used it for making a small batch of whipped cream to accompany fresh strawberries. I probably use it about once a week, and I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I would recommend it to you if you use cream type products that you need to whip up quickly and easily. Moving on to the personal items, this first one I use every single day. It's my face scrubber. Being on a debt-free journey sometimes forces people to cut corners, and I was cutting corners and my face was breaking out. I've never really had acne before, so it was really just my face telling me I needed to be caring for it properly. I wanted one of those Clarisonic facial scrubbers, but they were $100 for the basic model. And then I found this one on Amazon for $20-something. I use a silicone head every night, and I will sometimes use the more abrasive brush head for a deep clean. I only use it in the shower though, because if I use it outside the shower, it'll just fling water everywhere during the rotations. So, but yeah, I use it every day and I highly recommend it. Next up, mind your business. It's ovulation and pregnancy tests. For those of you that are trying to conceive, you are probably used to buying ovulation and pregnancy tests pretty frequently to just monitor your body. And so you're probably wasting a lot of money if you're buying them at the drugstore. You can get packs of these, like in bulk almost, for way cheaper. I think a whole pack of this is like $8, when one pregnancy test alone would cost, I don't know, like $15. Well, a 3-pack or something like that can cost like $15. But you don't get all the bells and whistles, like you don't get a happy face or a sad face, or you don't get anything digitally letting you know. Girl, you get lines, and that is all you need, because if you're taking these all the time, then you know what to look for. So yeah, these tests save you a lot of money. Save that money for when the baby gets here. Next up, toilet liners. Growing up, my mom taught us to despise the public toilet. Well, sorry, Mom. I mean, she's right and all, but sorry, I'm at work and I'm there for 7 hours plus. I've got to use the bathroom. So what I found were these toilet liners. There's a lot in a pack. I wish I did my research before, but you get 3 boxes, and I want to say you get at least 5 packs in each box. And within the packs, you get maybe 8 liners at least. They're very discreet to pack in your purse, and they help you feel more comfortable using the bathroom. Moving on to the fashion category. First up is this bracelet. I wear this pretty much every day. I've had it for a few months now. It has not tarnished. I don't smell any like yucky metal smell. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about, because for some reason my mom and I can smell metals, whereas other people, they don't smell it. I don't smell this. This does not rub off. This does not leave like a dirty, fake kind of a smell on our hand. This is a David Yurman dupe. The original goes for, I want to say $360. This one was $20 on Amazon, and I think it's great, and I don't know if anyone would know the difference unless they owned one themselves. Next up, my vacation hat. I call it my I'm on vacation hat. I don't wear this hat every day, but when I do wear this hat, oh, I feel Instagram ready. It just pulls my outfit all together. I feel stylish. I just feel confident in it. Next up, sticky bras. So I know it's a little personal, but it gives you the option to wear the clothes that you love. So first up is this sticky bra where it like brings everything together. It has a clasp in the center, so you can kind of poop poop and bring it together. This works well if you have something where maybe you don't want to it has like a lower back. These ones are good because if you have like a dipping neckline, you can use the like pedals, and so you just plop plop and lift and pull in, and you can try to work with it. I don't know, you can kind of maneuver the shape and the look that you want with these items. And again, it just helps you get dressed for formal events or for just casual looks where bra lines wouldn't be good or bra straps wouldn't be good. The only downside is if you are going to get very sweaty, like if you're going to be running or something like that, then don't wear a sticky bra. However, they have held up at functions like formal events where I'm dancing and it's been very hot. And they've also held up in like a 90-degree lavender field with the sun beating down directly on me. It would be nice if you're going to be somewhere where you're hot for a long duration of time to take some bathroom breaks and kind of dry yourself off, because if you are wet or sweaty, it will start to slip and not grab and hold you the right way. So try to stay dry, but if you are gonna sweat a little bit, that is okay. Just dry when you can and just readjust. I've never had them fly off or tear off or peel all the way off. I've had them come a little bit loose, but they've never just bloop. They never did that. Another option is if you only wanted to buy one. I've done this because I didn't realize I had the pedal ones. I've taken these and I've used them like this, the long ways instead of like this, and it will like lift. The only thing then is you get like a little dangly hook down here, but it's under your boobs, so like it won't stick out and no one will even know. So that's an option as well. All right, I've got to work quick because my phone is running out of storage. So next up are these dresses. Take a look at the footage that I have. So this dress is by a brand that Nordstrom carries called Leif, and this is a pretty popular style dress where it has kind of like an asymmetrical hem at the bottom, and it has ruching along the waist so that it can kind of like disguise the problem area, but it's a great length. It's a sleeveless dress, but the problem is that these Leif dresses are actually thin, and I don't know if it's picking up in the video or not, maybe a little bit, but I need to wear a slip with these. Yeah, you can kind of see with these with this brand dress. They do have really good color variety, and that you can usually catch them on a sale, but I have to say that Amazon has a dupe, and they have similar colors but not as good color selection. They have the same asymmetrical hem at the bottom, and they also have the ruched sides. And I like this brand more because it has a lining inside, so you don't have to wear a slip. It's just already in there for you, and you just can throw on the dress and go. And I could say that I have experience with this dress because I have this dress by the real brand Leif in this color and this size, and I have it by the brand Leif in black and in large, and this one is really tighter on me and it's more see-through. Doesn't look so bad on me Oh, you can see right there. You see where there's light right here? So you definitely need to wear a slip with these ones. But with the Amazon dresses, no slip required. I really like the Amazon dress version better, and I believe it's half the price. Even when this dress is on sale, it's still half the price. Next are these Caron Pants from Amazon. I've been loving this kind of a trouser. It's good for mid-sized girls if you don't like very tight things on your stomach. This has been working out great for me. Here are some pics of me wearing them, and you'll see them also on my Instagram. Next is an Abercrombie pullover Sherpa. Look at the footage that I have for this. I love this asymmetrical neckline Sherpa pullover. It is very soft on the outside and on the inside. It's supposed to be an Abercrombie dupe. I don't have the real Abercrombie one, but I do have another Abercrombie Sherpa pullover. And this one, while it is nice and soft on the outside, the inside is just this netting, and that's not very comfortable when you wear it, and it's more thick, so it's just more difficult to wear. I find myself in the winter, fall and winter, wearing this one all the time. I love the fit on myself so much. In fact, I actually bought it in another color too. Trust me, it is so soft, guys. And it's, I think, way better than the Abercrombie one and more affordable too. And then lastly, this item saves me money. It's a fabric shaver. Anytime I get any kind of pilling, instead of throwing the clothes out because they look dingy or used, I can just remove the pills with my fabric shaver, and it makes my clothes look good as new. I've used this on the inner thigh area where your thighs rub. On my leggings I've used it, and I've used it on the underside of my arm where on my bra. It removes the pilling and makes the article look new, so you don't have to replace the item, just use the fabric shaver. Anyway, if you have stayed with me for this long of a video, it must mean that you like my video, so please go ahead and like my video. Also, please go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, so anytime I have new uploads, you'll be one of the first people to know. You'll get notified of it. And comment below with your favorite Amazon products that can either save you money or simplify your life, because I'm all about both. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.